You'll see what I mean by it's not the best, most in shape ceiling, but we're just trying to get this huge crevice taken care of that's in the hole in the ceiling. But it's plaster, so it's gonna be a bit tricky, you know. So we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, it's right here, eh? Oh yeah, that's a good, eh? It's pretty solid. I'll just have to definitely flare it out pretty hard. I might even wonder if it's best to remove this at the same time. Is that coming off easy? Let's go. I wonder if the camera is better here. Yeah, no, probably. Yep, probably. There we go. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Yeah. No, but here it might be. This is not a good. Oh, I should have went with that originally. Oh, that's better. Anyways, looks like that came down pretty easy. All right, let's put that gently in there so we don't ruin that. It's freaking humid in here, huh? All right, I left this here the other day. Let's see if it's rotten or if it's still good. Oh, it looks still great. That's awesome. Love when things work out. There we go. Let's get this in here, nice and nice and moist and shit. All right. Let's start scraping and sanding. But I gotta put this lid on, so when I do scrape and sand, let's see. There we go. I don't want to take too much of the 3-layer of crap that's on there. Then I'll just fight my own battle. But I don't want all these flakes coming on getting in my mud. Let's just smoothing all this up. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Make it a bit easier. Oh. Super fun, huh? Booyah. And that's it, smooth. I know that's sticking out a little bit, but that's solid. So I'll mud, try to flare it as much as we can. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this looks like a good tube we could probably use. Mix that up a little bit because it's pretty wet right now. Let's mix up some of that mud. Mix, mix, mix. Put it all on here. There we go. Hopefully that stays there. But doesn't matter because we're going to be mudding it all anyway. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do. Hey, it's not as bad as I feared it would be. Every time I do a patch, I'm like, oof, tough. But sometimes things just start working out. You can tell right away if it's going to go well or not. You know, it's that momentum thing. So you start off doing poorly, you get in a bad headspace, you can't problem solve properly, but it doesn't look like that's today. I just really don't want to have to cut out a section of the ceiling because it's plaster and it's a bit of a pain. So the least I can do is cover it up for now and start flaring it out so that in the near future I can sand it nice and smooth, and then I can really flare it out and try to do everything I can to blend it in with the rest of the ceiling. As crappy as some of the spots on it are. You know, the least we can do is make it better while we're here. Alright. Try to finesse it a little bit, not put too much pressure on the blade when we're doing it. There you go, just like that, Glenn. There you go. I'm trying to seal it up nice So at least next time he looks here, he can be like, oh, there's progression. If he shows up later today or tomorrow, it's like, oh, how did Glenn do? You know, I like sending progress photos too. You know, it's hard to charge people if they don't know or haven't seen it be finished, or complete, I should say, rather. So we'll find out one thing at a time. Yeah, because right here it's low, but it's bumped up because of the way the plaster was sitting when we first took a crack at it. So we'll have to flare it once it gets full. But that's what we're doing here. Just trying to fill it as best we can. So, you know, one thing at a time, right? See the difference? It was here. And I'm trying to flare it out that way as best we can. There we go. Just at least polish up the cracks so it looks a bit better, man. Terrible shape to see it. My task originally was to but fix this. Like at least patch that. But every time I look, I'm like, ooh, I should hit this. Ooh, I should hit that. I was never the best mudder though, but the more I do it, the more I'm like, oh, I actually don't mind it. It's not that hard to get better at, and you just, you know, it makes sense the more you do it, and depending on who you learn from, also helps a lot. So I'm just kind of going from the wall halfway, mud and everything. Everything's getting mudded. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Hit all this for a second. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Yeah. Should clean these real important. We clean these right after. Not too bad. There we go. So we're back with our, I had to get my caulking gun, my silicone, and now this stuff, put this away. Trusty mudding paint bag, whatever you call it. We gotta take this, let's see. Pop this out. Boom. I like to clean this off as best we can, so none of this gunk goes in my frickin' silicone tube. We're trying to use it. That's not too bad. That's a bit better. There we go. Back in the pouch. Alright. Get in the hole, pal. And then we try to avoid this. Otherwise our hands are going to get gunked up real good. So what I'm going to do, hold here. That's a bit of a spot that's pretty gunked up, pretty big. Let's see, there we go. That's lame, but that's how it goes sometimes. It all got gunked up, so I had to push it through the hole. Lame. With the finger, there's an old trick, Trick of the trade, they call them. Licking the finger so that when you wipe it off, nothing stays sticky to your finger. Get some paper towel. toilet paper in this case. Wipe that crap off. I like that. I like that though. I can live with that for now, for today. Just gunk it up so there's no chance of water. I'll probably hit that section again, eh? Seems like the move. There we go. Let's hit that spot, that spot. Let's turn that over and go pull that. There we go. Clears up a couple dark spots for nothing. Fuck. Got some drywall mud in there. Crap. Super lame. Clean that. Alright, that cleaned up not too bad. Get some paper towel on it. Wipe off my fingers. And seems to be it for that. I know they wanted me to silicone the tub, and there's a lot of bad spots on this tub just because the way the walls move. The tile was kind of beveled in a bit here, and so it's making the silicone, like the gap, real thick. So as long as I'm able to fill it, no water goes down and causes any damage, or I guess in this case more damage, then I'm happy. Can't have that. Let's rock and roll. Let's get out of here. I'll leave that there for now, because I still got one or two more trips to do up here. Sand it down, mud it again, nice and clean, and just ducky. So it's not too bad. Nice and clean, nice seal. It's gonna dry nice. Sometimes if the gap's too thick, I'll put on a coat once of the silicone, and then I'll do it the next time after as well, once that's dry, just so it's a bit thicker, covers all the spots, and it looks brighter. When it looks brighter, it looks more white, it looks more clean. It's kind of what we want. So aha. Happy that's covered though. Bag. Let's get out of here. Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah. Still got a good amount of gas left in the tank. Yeah, between quarter and half. A while ago, I remember, not even too long ago actually, about a year or 2 years ago, I remember from being 25, 26, I would always, and you can ask friends of mine in the coming up videos when I start doing more of these, but I would always spend like $25 every week on gas, and I would just fill up from like fuel light to quarter, fuel light, quarter, and every time fuel light would come on, I'd go to the gas station. And the super exciting part about all this was I was filling up with gas every day, right? Thrilling. But with that being said, and all sarcasm and sarcastic quibs aside, what I started to do is I started to say, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna fill up as soon as I get paid, every payday, I'm gonna fill up my gas tank. And then now I never am worried about having enough gas to get me from point A to point B. It's the nicest part about it is actually that I forget the fact that I'm driving a lot. I'll look down and be like, oh, I still have a quarter of a tank left. I can't even remember the last time I filled it up was. And what's nice is gas tends to have a typical pattern for prices. So it starts high on like Wednesday, Thursday, even Tuesday afternoon, the gas prices go up maybe like 10 to 15 cents a liter. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I've found typically they're lower. So for context right now, gas would be between 140 and 150. But it'll bump up to 160, sometimes 168 around, what's up, Al? Around Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I know sometimes I'd train in on a Wednesday morning, and I would think to myself, you know, I'll go fill up with gas on my way home from the gym at 7:15, 170. Super fun, right? So now I'm looking at it as fill up when it's cheapest every 2 weeks, and like put that $80-$100 in the tank, do the extra, right? And that's what I'll tell myself. And now that I've started to do it, I'm a lot more pleased with how often I have to, or how frequently, or lack thereof, many visits I have to do in the day to the gas station. So now it's like, oh, my gas tank's full, I can just rip around, go to a friend's house, come back, instead of like, ooh, do I have enough gas to go to Chelmsford or the Valley or like a small place? And now it doesn't even make a dent. I don't look at it, I'm like, oh, 30 minutes one way, no problem. And then you're like, oh, I'm like, oh, do I have enough? I can't do it. No, I can't, which is awesome. So I've made that adjustment, and I'm very happy about it. That job wasn't too bad, and I look forward to doing more of these. That wasn't great though, because of the space and the tight area in the basement. So I couldn't really set the camera up as much as well as I would have liked. But that's how it goes sometimes. So I'll make those adjustments for the. Oh man, somebody behind me just put their right signal on and went into the left lane. Oh, that's awesome. People are the best. I'm gonna do that though. And now, the more I do these videos where I kind of go through a repair, or at least talk to myself while I'm doing a repair, it's good. I think they're a lot of fun, and we're gonna do a lot more of them. And it's a cool style of video, and it's gonna be interesting. I do a lot of random different jobs, so to see how different they are from one thing to another is really fascinating for me, and it keeps a good record for me to see what I'm doing, and it also keeps me accountable to myself for you know, people are watching you, or hopefully nobody's watching. It's like catch-22, right? Double-edged sword, they call it, I think. So if nobody's watching, nobody can criticize you.